Hello, people. I'm in Papa Cat's car and confused out of my mind because I don't drive modern cars anymore. Just to be driving this car in every day anyway because it saves gas money, because unfortunately my beast was taught badly. So this one drives me crazy. Hopefully it'll only have to be today, because my car went to go get a checkup. So Papa Cat's rearview mirror is still messed up, which was interesting driving. And I saw Carrie Ann and Mindy in Portland. Of course, I didn't get the notification, so I didn't see it till I was getting out of my car. So, hi Fuzz. It's just a weird morning. Not enough hormones, I guess. Yet another day of me not making sense. I hate those days at Surrey when you're hitting and dropping everything, and you have to learn to just keep hitting and dropping everything and get over it. So, yes, Mindy's going to be here next week, and I'm going to try to bribe her here as many times as I can. I'm trying to figure out a new... Hi, Sitting! I'm trying to figure out a new day off because obviously they know that I take Tuesday off. So, yesterday... No, we're on Thursday, right? What's a weekend? That's all I have to say. Today is Thursday, right? Okay. Tuesday, they were busy as mofo. So they're obviously planning everything around my day off. So, or just keep coming up here until I have to do something. Then I'll say, tomorrow I'm not doing anything, or I'll just leave it on community. So, not lately, but that's just because of, Lord God King Bufu being floating around here. And I think that's his car right there. I can't tell. See, there are two of them running around. They have different license plates, and they're both in different conditions, but they're like the same year. It's like he took one car and cloned it or something. So, let's see. Oh, they're having a bad day. They're all around their little computers. And now they're coming to close the doors. Look. They're having a bad day. You can tell. So, it's like... Keep guessing. Totally. I thought he was going to close the door. I guess not. La la la. I'll just keep it, because that one... The one whose face we see perfectly is the one... I'm not doing anything. I don't... Oh, now we're closing the doors. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, you don't want anybody from the outside, like, looking in, and anybody from the inside looking out, right? Time to close the doors. Oh, that's what you were looking for. Was the shear. Okay, so now you've got it going. Why do all these guys look the same? Xenu, for your hair. Oh, my God. Yay! Yes, we're doing okay. How are you doing? Do you know they all look the same? I think I have to just keep an eye for a tall one, because, yeah, it's so weird. And this is not, I guess, racial. It's that they're all a bunch of white guys with beards or goatees and mustaches. Behind me, I have a homeless person. Oh, well, just waiting for him to walk by. I don't know what he's yelling. I have not been paying attention. Ooh, that was scary. He just put his hand over my head. That's a DoorDash guy. That's the... I should at least, like, get him, so in case... Yeah, he came behind me and, like, put his hand over my head. So that was a weird one. And I got a sunburn yesterday. I swear to God, spend a ton of money on freaking the DoorDash guy's right next to me on, you know, moisturizers and crap, and they've changed the, and that was just a Ferrari that went by. I don't understand the city. Then again, there's a Ferrari in Alameda. A business acquaintance owns it, and he knows he looks goofy in it because he's a, you know, middle-aged white guy in a Ferrari. And it's the only one in Alameda from what I can tell. Even though there are a few Maserati SUVs. Can you friggin' believe that? Oh my God. And Alameda is really not that frou-frou. I mean, it had a naval base on it. So it's like, it has its moments and its regular people. So, but yeah, no, seriously. I think I have to tell by the height because he has the same facial hair and the same curly hair, or slick back. He's got the same hair as Cairo. So I don't know if it was him or not. And that's the car I have no clue about. There are two of them, and they're about in the same shape, and I think they're exactly the same car, and they have two different license plates. So it annoys the hell out of me. So, because that's his car. That one isn't his car, but wait a minute. It is his car. Holy crap. It's got two different license plates on it. How in the hell do you report that? That is really weird. So it was the same car. It's got two different license plates. The front one starts with a 5 and the back one starts with an 8. How do you do that? But it's his car. It's nice to know that I'm being gaslit on this one with two different plates. I don't, even if he's got to be aware of it. I look at my plates all the time just to make sure they're not like dinged or something, you know, like that. But this car's been driving me crazy since he came back because I see only the front or the back. I don't see both. Oh, that's so weird. And he washed it. It was usually covered in dust. It looked like it just came back from Burning Man. Oh, that is so strange. I'm like stunned. You can't use the I didn't know excuse. Hey, Osa, knock, knock, knock. You better tell your dude to change one of his plates and put both of the plates on because he'll get a ticket. He might get a big ticket for it because unless he's coming. Oh, I got one. Unless he's coming from the East Bay and he's doing the Bay Bridge doesn't have real toll people anymore. We're all like, you know, all the automatic tolls. I wonder if he's using the front license plate for tolls. Oh, that's so weird. If you guys want to look up the license plate, the front one and the back one. The front one, I'm not going to say it. I was going to, but I decided not to. That's the front plate. And isn't that cute, that little scooter? Almost tempted to ride one. But I'm a klutz. And that's the back one. Anybody have any nosy people in there? You can find out WTF. Why are there two different plates? I guess I'll make them aware of it. So, on top of taking everybody's money, your Lord God King Bufu has two different license plates on his car. That's illegal. Are you doing it so you get charged on the bridge with only one plate? And is that charge going to the person who had the car before you? That's so weird. Any larceny you can get rid of, right? Or, in my opinion. Oh my God, so cute. It's a fat chihuahua. So yeah, you better fix that one, because that one's on live. Oh, wow, you guys, just keep at it. Need cream. Is that a, oh, sorry, hold on. Oh, I've got a weird scratch on my screensaver. I thought it was a birdie here, because I think I got them off. Nope, didn't get them all off my purse. So yeah, no, I think he probably bought the car and left the older plate on the front. That's weird. Hey, Scientology. Your Lord God King Bufu is doing something wrong here. You better get that checked out before it's too late. Yes, it's the one I always see all the time. Oh, I forgot to, as usual. It's like, I think we're all getting used to hearing people in the background. So, yeah, should go hang out with Carrie Ann and see what her and Mindy are doing. They're going through something that has lots of Ouija boards. I don't remember anything like that in Portland. But then again, my family wouldn't know anything like that. I'm the weirdo of the family. So, I could swear that's his car. I think I've seen him get out of it or, drive it around or whatever a bunch of times. I think whoever owns this car, I chased into Chinatown once. Not on purpose. I kept cutting him off when he was going to come down, and then he finally just decided to go to Chinatown. But that is so weird. Did you get that looked at? I am just like, huh? And since I don't have my car today and have Papa Cat's car, I'm going to stay off of this side of the building except for maybe one walkthrough because I have no sunblock on my hands. Didn't have my driving gloves. I'm trying to think of what else didn't I have. So, yes, it's a weird day today. See, you're getting, I've been giggling a lot more since I got over the door thing. And I haven't got over the door thing, obviously. So, yeah. Dun, dun, dun. So, yeah, he's obviously going to try to figure out how to get out of it when I'm not there. So I'm going to hang around the front after this one. So, Cairo, if you want to leave, go for it. It's a little ways to walk. I'm not even getting my steps in because I'm not even like swinging my right arm. I'm holding on to this watch until it's the last dying breath. It's got a gyro problem, I think. New one's supposed to come out at Christmas, so I don't think there's any religious services going on there. I think it's more like sales scams. So, white bus. Oh, you can't tell. New lipstick. This is for the vanity part of the people world? No, it looks weird. I always get this color. It's so strange. My God, I look like... I give up. That was the vanity part of the show. And it's nice and hot on this side. And I didn't notice I had a sunburn until I was getting dressed in my pajamas. When all of a sudden I realized there's the halo of my decolletage. Thought it was just me being weird with the hot pink top I had yesterday. How's that for a distraction? And so I'm sitting there showing Papa Cat, and he's like, and I don't see anything. I'm like, it's right there. And I put my fingers against it, and it like lightens up like it does with a sunburn. And I'm like, look. He thinks I'm nuts. Well, he knows I'm nuts. But sometimes he thinks I'm just going over a little bit over the line. Did he leave? Nope. Well, we can just hang out with the door, here until he, Wait a minute, he just parked there because I almost took that space as a joke. That's my joke space. I take that space there because it's like, look, you don't even know what my car is and it's right there. So, let me see. Did I miss anything? Let's see. Okay. La 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 la. Not dead air, not dead air. Yes, I know that poor building is deteriorating. I know. I'm trying to ignore it because it's like triggering me to like tell them to fix it and clean it and stuff, because Bio Dad was a contractor specializing in Victorian renovations, basically turning big old Victorian houses in San Francisco into flats. Now they're turning back into regular houses again, or they were at one time. I dwell so much, and it's like, oh my God, why wasn't he here before 2? He showed up at 2, because I had an extra half an hour, 45 minutes to kill, and boy did I kill it and go over. See, Waymo's still working. So I was late here, or not late, but at 2. Maybe he had to come to fix it, or make up some, interesting stories. Ooh, I can't touch my face. I've got makeup on. Of why they didn't make their numbers. I'm glad I didn't turn around. I wouldn't have gotten this space. So it's like I usually can park where when they're not paying attention. See the no parking. It's usually for another day. So I read it and park. So are you enjoying yourselves in there trying to figure out why your numbers suck? I can tell you why, because it's San Francisco. Nobody likes you here. But that's okay. Keep trying. Hi, Sarmento. Hello. How are you? I'm sorry. It is a beautiful building. I know. I used to roller skate. Ballrooms when I was with my father during the summertime. That way he can tell my mother he was really keeping an eye on me. Oh, I think was sent out to me. Let's see. I thought he was going to get in Cairo's car to come. I was going to say, damn, they're trying hard, because he doesn't look familiar. So yeah, in a weird way, I wish that whole, was it mustache and goatee thing would go away. It just doesn't look nice. I think it looks slightly unsanitary, but I'm the germ freak. So I'm just looking around. It's Thursday, it's busy. Anyway, so it's like I always just want to I wish I could follow them, because he's taking his time around me. He's just sort of sauntering back and forth. So it's like, why do they keep changing the people watching me? They don't watch me very long. Yep, he stopped and is now turned around. Not that important, guys. Well, actually now I might be, because of Bufu being supposedly the next guy. That is interesting. Yes, I've just made myself I just got important by accident. Ugh. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Something that's not mine. Oh, okay. It is mine. Somebody tried to take off one of my... Nope, that's just paint. Okay. I was gonna say, someone tried to take off one of my Post-its. So, since those things seem to be, like temporary super glue on, they never come off. So, oh, he's doing the parking thing. And it's like, I hope he isn't doing it for Cairo's car, because it's the wrong side of the street. The parking thing is like, they give you the block and even a rod. And it's like, usually if you're paying at the kiosk, you're paying for the side of the street that you're at. So, since Bufu is on this side, I just want to know what took so long. I mean, why wasn't he here? Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious why people come late. Aren't they responsible for your numbers too? Did they go well? It didn't look like it. Nobody looked really happy in there. So you won't get your bridge to total freedom. They'll probably just sit there and hold it in front of you like a carrot because, you know, that's the only thing that keeps you guys in, because you're not going to clear the planet. Haven't you figured that one out yet? And if you do leave, there are people who can help you. You won't die of pneumonia. That's not something to commonly die from anymore if you catch it early. And you'll be able to catch it early because it'll feel like bronchitis. Don't know what bronchitis is? It feels like a bad cold. No, they're not shredding their trash yet. They're not even keeping it away from me because I don't dumpster dive. I told you, I'm the one with the germ fixation. So they don't dumpster dive, or I don't dumpster dive. And they pretty much rely on that. So, you know, they've got that going for them. So that's good. I'm sorry. Have a good day. I know, it's like being at a funeral. I'm so sorry you picked this. Can't you pick something else that's better for you? Can't you get enlightened somewhere else? You know you won't be enlightened here, right? Ooh, maybe that's why you used to stay on this side. It echoes a lot better.
Bad, you know, like, yeah, bad.
Right here.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Please tell me I don't talk that loud with my friends when I'm hanging out with them. I always feel like we're getting loud. But you can hear that lady like echoing down the block. It's like there's excited and then there's, oh my God, you need to calm down, woman. So yeah, they don't touch their trash. And I don't have anybody with me who will touch their trash. I don't even know if it's illegal. It may be illegal in San Francisco because, you know, of all the major politicians we had. So it's possible, even though Feinstein and Pelosi live on this very fancy street that's actually closed. It's like this really weird circle that used to have a security guard and then had a fence. So it might be weird. What the heck is that? Some weird kind of Uber? Looked like the guy was camping. So, let me see. What can you be upset with today? No enlightenment, no knowledge, because we know what a knowledge report is. The stupider, the better. The more like a robot you guys are, the better it is. Make money for Davey. Make more money for Davey. Make more money and claim that it's going to the good of the world. A new building in Elko, Nevada is not going to be helping the world, considering you guys don't finish them sometimes, and now you have to pay tax on one because nothing happened and it was actually bringing the property values down. Haha. Guess life sucks, right? So yeah, see, I don't know if I said that. See, they put their trash out still. That's recycling and recycle. Oh, compost. Oh, they compost. That's what the green one's supposed to be for. So they compost and recycle. So I've actually walked by it when it was piled high, but ew, no, germs, no, gross. That's why I hope nobody ever spits on me because somebody's going to jail for that one. So I know. And there's curtains weren't up. The curtains have been up like every other day, I guess, at this point when I get here. So somebody's coming by and scaring them. I thought it was my car, but it wasn't because I parked over on Washington because people weren't reading the no parking signs. So I'm not today, but you know, they hadn't seen my car. And they obviously, well, I was in Papa Cat's car, but we bring it on the weekends. So unfortunately, if I get important, then I'm going to have to deal with the commune because they'll put up flyers that the commune won't believe I sacrifice babies. I actually wouldn't be surprised if they actually said that I bathe in the blood of young virgins because that's my joke about staying young. Being a goth girl, you know, was it a princess did it? Elizabeth Bathory did it, Romanian or something, like in the 1400s, and that's what all goths say because we don't spend time in the sun, so we don't age. Here's another Waymo. And there's a person in the front seat. Ooh. Papa Cat found one with a dog in the front seat. It was like, that would have been picture worthy if I would have saw it. So now I'm sitting here futzing with my top. I've never worn it before. It never fit. Things are fitting now. That's what all chubby women do, is buy things they don't fit. Well, I'm fitting them now because I'm getting my diet better. Trying. I can't buy any more. Oh, there's a cop car there. Let's show them that I'm here. So that way they won't have to come back. Ah, he didn't notice. Bummer. So I had one police vehicle go by me today. You know, they don't bother me because they know it's just me here and they know how loud I talk. So I even demonstrated for them. Because I'm so out of it. I told the police what I was doing, and we all knew that nothing was wrong with anything that I did. So they were just like, thank you, ma'am. And they did it twice. And then the last time they came, they gave up because it wasn't worth it because it's just me. Maybe when somebody else comes next week, they might say something. Maybe that's why the shares have been up. Did the skateboards come and do like a roving protest or something, a flash protest? I mean, I know nobody does that anymore, but skateboarders are mad at, Bufu because of what he did to them. Because in typical Scientology fashion, he doesn't give a damn about anybody but Scientology. And so he abandoned his skateboarders. They are not amused. So that's some heavy karma to bring down, especially considering it was called Braille. And so you were dealing with, Lighthouse for the Blind? So not only did you mess up regular people, but you messed up blind people. That's just weird. Hey, I got the name of my stream today in my conversation. A Popo different plates on the car. Right. So if they do show up, I'll take pictures before I leave. Because I don't carry the second phone around. It got a little too weird for me. It was a great setup, but it was just confusing. So, because I have a mobile hotspot put on this phone a long time ago. So, when I was going to be a big frou-frou writer, so I could write at a cafe, not here. So, oh, that's a Jeep. I was going to say, what is it with those cars? But that's a Jeep. That's a real Jeep. Well, close to real as you're going to get. It's awfully pretty. So, yes, today maybe not interesting because all I'm doing is sitting here watching for Bufu to come out. If he heard me say I'm going to take pictures of his license plates, maybe he will come out, sneak out and go home. So, I just can't believe it. That is just freaking hilarious, though, that I've seen this car so many times and thought there was a dupe of a, 90s VW roaming around North Beach because of the license plates. See? Gaslighting brain fog. It would be easy if I didn't always find out how I'm being gaslit. I think I'm just like, the brain fog has affected one thing is I'm just not researching, no. I'm not putting together things like I used to. So, I'm not getting scared because I don't know what's happening until maybe 8 o'clock at night. So yeah, if he's still here when I leave, then I'll definitely take pictures of the license plates and see what I can do, because that might be a DMV thing too, but that's hella illegal. Ooh, my Oakland showing. I used to think a friend of mine invented hella because he started it in 1981, but he was, there was another culture. I think it was the Samoan culture who said, no, we've been saying that forever. But he's the one who said it in the wild, basically. So, I've been legitimately saying it since 1981 because he was, not that he was cool, it was just a great word. Yes, support me. Support little old me. If I become important, I'm not going to be amused. So, but my numbers are going up. My subscriptions have gone up by 13, which is really cool for me, if you ask me. So, he's got a WeWork shirt on. Oh my God. I wonder if that triggers anybody. We had at least 2 WeWork buildings here. There's a documentary. Okay, I have Netflix, Prime, and YouTube. So there was a documentary on one of those 3 about WeWork. And I'm familiar with it because startups used to do that. So would go in there and use that area because it was hard to get an office in San Francisco. So then you'd have a mailing address in San Francisco. Of course, now it's easy, but back then it wasn't. And the retailers have figured it out because less and less have stores that are still here been moving out because of rent. So, because that's usually what's been going on, is they've been leaving because the rent's gotten too high for them. So, I'm about to get into fashion police here. Salmon colored pants. I've never liked them. Ever, ever, ever. And I just don't think they look good on anybody. The only place that salmon colored pants look good in are your closet. That's it. So it's like, it's one of those styles that went across the gender line and it should have just stayed. I don't know who started it though, women or men. It should have stayed in the closet. Not that closet, a real closet. So welcome to my babbling. Ooh, I think that's a Scientology trying to take the long way. Everybody in a black suit, I'm thinking, well, a black a bad suit, I'm thinking, is a Scientology. I know, I hate it when I'm being the fashion police. Considering all I wear is black, I'm one to talk. And I'm still wearing leggings and they're not in style anymore. So, but you're going to, grab my leggings out of my cold, dead hands. I've had to give them up once. From the 80s to 90s. I'm not doing it again, god damn it. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. That's not nice. Gosh darn it. So, let's see. Oh, I gotta try to pick off the Trump thing. See, and I can tell you that it's Trump because Kamala doesn't have anything yet. She won't get anything until August. And I always have to, I watched something and they were saying San Francisco and it's like, no, say Oakland. What? If you say Oakland, it's going to make her more electable? You bet your butt it will. So, I was like, I'm not sorry that I'm promoting a woman who came from Oakland. Because that'll be the ultimate in teaching all of these kids that they can be somebody if they grow up in Oakland. And speaking as someone who was born and raised in Oakland, I'd like to be able to say that. So that is my only politicking for today. So in a way, I'm glad we don't have cable anymore and I can't watch CNN live. So I'm not sitting in front of the television all day watching one opinion or another. Let's see. Oh God, I don't like this side anymore. I don't want any more sunburn. Blah, blah, blah. First world problems. I know. So, do you miss all your family and friends? Probably half of them don't miss you because they probably thought you were a jerk anyway. So, hiding in Jerkville, because weirdly enough, Scientology sort of reminds me. Okay, that was nostalgic. That was a VW. That's what they all sounded like. Scientology and Apathy 1, Series 1. I don't understand how you can be that apathetic towards people. I mean, there's entitlement and then there's, whoa, that's entitlement. So it's not healthy and it's not good for you and it won't help you settle whatever problems you have about compassion and empathy if you're on the apathy train. Yes, I noticed my throat was a little bit weird right now. I thought I drank enough though, but I didn't. Oh my God, there was a crew of bikers that just went by, and they looked like they were tourists. Usually bikers around here are either kids or guys with, either suits because they're biking in a financial district, or the scuba things, getting ready for some bike fest or something. So, 7. I've only got 7 people. Nobody loves me. So the person who's probably on here falling asleep, good night. That's my Carol Burnett thing for the day. If someone else is on here, you can say hi. Someone else will know me because it's a good friend. I'm sort of accidentally getting friends here, and I don't really want to. Get her. So, why do they all have to smoke? Can't the people stop smoking? Unfortunately, they can't because of nicotine. But there is no safe place to smoke anymore. Our commune is a smoke-free environment. Welcome to California. Can't even smoke on the balcony. So, whew, that's weird. So what are you doing right now? Trying to figure out a way to make your numbers seem a little bit better at 2 o'clock? Or did you just have to report them at 2 o'clock? Which way? And hopefully didn't pump those numbers up a little bit because you guys will get in trouble. Or they might accept it because Bufu is going to be the next leader. That's rumor has it. In my opinion. That rumor has it that he's going to be the next Bufu. Excuse me. And I also grew up during Valley Girl days, which you can tell by the Bufu thing. So, but I'm respecting requests not to use different other phrases. So, Lord God King Bufu is the only thing that I can think of in my head. I don't remember the Flintstones one. What was the Flintstones? When they had those hats. Someone I know is in one of those lodges things, and a friend of theirs made them a hat from when they became Bufu. The Flintstone hat. But I don't remember. Poobah! Yes, Poobah. Brain's starting to work a little bit better. Not writing and reading books enough, but because I fully believe that your brain does sort of connect better when there's not the LCD in the background. Yeah, weirdly enough, it's how I tell I'm getting a migraine because I can see in it the LCD pulse. It's not fun. I feel like I'm making the car hostage. He can walk out here anytime if he wants to go home. I'm not going to do anything but take pictures or video. I don't harass people a lot, so I'll just say I'm sorry like I always do. Maybe ask, why he abandoned Braille. Maybe ask if he's seen any of his skateboarding employees. Just the general questions people would like to know, I'm sure. So, since he, ghosted everybody after being away for 2 years, these people cared about you, bozo. If they stayed there and worked for 2 years without you being there. That is just bizarre how you can just pick up and drop them off. Question for today. How do you treat someone horribly? Ask a Scientologist, in my opinion. I'm just making sure. I also should memorize the Fair Use Act thing so I can say it like at the beginning and the end. But the brain has definitely gone to pot with the memorizing thing. That's the one thing I can't figure out how to do. It has not come back. To be able to memorize everything within reason. The brother could memorize absolutely everything. He's gotten older. So it's an age thing on top of the brain fog thing. But I've got June, July, September, the end of September to try to make everything better so I don't get side-eye from the doctor. because she's already going to give me side eye for being type 2. And I'm hopefully trying to take care of that. But of course, say you can't do something, then you're doing it. I'm eating so many freaking Oreos. I'm not buying them anymore. They make lemon. Oof, that's depressing. Anyway. Yes, the scroll work on the doors is real. Like the scroll work here. And the thing is the scroll work there looks a lot better. So maybe it just hasn't been weatherized as much. So, and everything's intact there. So, you know, they can at least pay attention to their doors. Except they are not treating their doors nice. The brass or brass probably is not cleaned, obviously. So it's like, and that's the weird thing. That's the weird, like question, because they're the ones who restored this building, so they made it pretty and probably washed it and, you know, fixed some of the stuff that was messed up then. So do they, if they have to keep it up to, because technically they have to keep it up to what they bought it. So they bought it in horrible condition, so they can let it fall apart again. I hope not. So because look at that, that's the whole veneer of the marble off. Or is that the paint? Wait a minute. That's interesting. Yeah, they're painted on this side. I'm just sitting here trying to figure out, because yeah, this is the better side. So I have no clue. Excuse me, I'm backing up. Let's see if I can see it. No, I have to sit Papa Cat. He's a 6 foot tall one. Because this side is very different from the other side. So, and the green up there, talk about the buildings, and the green up there could be copper molding. Because copper turns green. Isn't the Statue of Liberty copper? And there's an airplane. Yeah, because they did the big clean on her torch. Which is a weird thing, if you ask me. Yes, clean her. Clean her all the way. And when she patinas, she patinas. It's like, as long as it's not going to hurt her. So, because people were complaining. But anyway. Oh, wait. I got my hand turned around so much. And no, I can't go walking all the way down anymore. Ah, so yes, the comparison is very weird. Everything's been painted on this side, and the scroll work is actually, let's see, the scroll work up there is patinaed. And so, yeah, no, I don't think they'll do anything until a window falls out. And there's nobody to complain to, so they just can ignore me, which sucks. You know, if you want to say that you actually support people and help them through hard times, maybe you should help them through the hard times of this building so they could at least sort of believe what you're talking about. Because, you know, as the sun side gets more and more deteriorated, the less and less people are going to believe what you're saying, because you won't even take care of an org building. That's weird. Got another weird in there. So, I'm losing people. I'm down to 5. I'm not very interesting right now. So I'm not very interesting anymore. So I'm not going anywhere because I want to see Bufu come out to his car. Because he's important now. So weird that he's important and I'm going to have to, like, be relevant. So does he even skateboard anymore? That's a question. Does he skateboard? I wonder where he... Well, considering the 2 plate thing, which you should fix, I would assume he lives in the East Bay. So if he lives in the East Bay, I want to know who's getting your toll. Your fast pass stuff, because if it's 2 different plates, that means that fast pass is either doing front or back. And if they're doing front, that's an older plate, so that can be the previous owner of this car that is paying your toll because it takes it automatically out of your bank account. So is that person even paying attention, or maybe have an agreement with that person? But you should figure it out, because 2 plates on one car, especially a car that does stick out around here because it is not new or white or black. It might have, a reason that you might get pulled over with 2 different plates. If the SFPD watch me, you will. Or a traffic person will come by and give you a ticket. They're not cheap. Usually the tickets are like $175 at least. Even though I'm sure, the head office will probably take care of that. And that won't make you change the plates. But we'll see, because usually when I talk about something happens. So now if I can only get the fire marshal out here to make sure that back door opened, because having both of those doors, or having one door not open, is obviously making the frame strange, so the other door is having a problem opening too. So that's not good. That's why you should have both of those doors open. Nobody here is proven that we actually invade any way we want to, so it's not like we'd mess with those doors. So, or at least have them opened like from 9 to 5 or something, both of them. Because having that other door open up all the time by itself has not been healthy for that frame, for that door. So dead air. I have to see. I was watching Jordan and McKay today, watching them talk about Mormon things, because they're interesting for the cult tilt. And then I was watching Rabbit talk about Mr. Beast. That's just weird. That whole thing is just bizarre. He's a big YouTuber, like 3 million people or something. And the things he was doing for Vegas is for YouTube. So it's like, gotta actively say, don't watch that. Who said you can watch that? You can't watch that. But not until it like pops up. Let's see. So yeah, it was like I didn't. Oh, actually, I listened to Marilyn this morning. Did I? What I'm going to do tonight is study my brain fog, because I'm starting to freak out myself. That I can't remember what I watched this morning, and I'm supposed to know. So I would like to walk down the street again and see what's going on. So let's see. Making the gimbal try to be right again, because I'm just not that darn interesting right now. Because he'll probably be here longer than me, unfortunately. And like I said, I did send something at Reddit that said he's here, and I'm here, and you can always come hang out here with me, and nothing will happen to you, because they're worried that, one, Scientology will sue them, or two, the police will harass them. So it's like, no, I've already been here for 6 months, or 5 months. If they don't harass me, or I could basically explain to them what's going on, so I could probably have the police understand. And as long as the guys aren't buttheads, we'll do okay. So, that's what we should be doing. So, but also what's really weird is that ever since I've been angry, I don't have really a platform to stand on anymore, but I do, because you don't want to have to be in there all the time, do you? I mean, really, you can be out here enjoying yourself. If you ever think about leaving, you can go to the website sptvfoundation.com, sptvfoundation.org, and then add a "the" in front of it for the other two, which is the sptvfoundation.com and the sptvfoundation.org. So they will help you. And when I have the other car, if I find you hiding behind it, I'll just ask you 3 simple questions, and then I'll see if you're legit or not. And then we can start the ball rolling like that. So someone who is not legit will not make it inside the car. So it's not like we're daft out here. We're just compassionate. I know you guys don't understand compassion. Or if you do understand it, it's just like another entry in the dictionary. Because you're taught to be apathetic towards everything, including each other, which is very weird. Oh, let's see. But why? What is it about the apathy that's supposed to clear you? You would think that if you want to clear the world, you'd have to be compassionate and not apathetic, which is what they teach you, because you're not supposed to talk to each other about Scientology. Which is a weird thing, because it seems like a money scam. If you're not allowed to talk to each other about Scientology, especially because if you're on different levels, that's just sort of like perpetuating TV drama that never gets an answer, or a YouTube series that they never say what they were there for at the beginning. And then I've heard it takes decades and about $250,000 to get to OT8, and there are some people now who aren't in it that say they took 10 years to get to OT8 or to OT7 and 8, and they had to change their bodies because you guys don't like people who are not average or thin, or no, you do like people who are average or thin. You don't like people who are heavy or obese, because that does not reflect well. You like them younger, which I mean 18 and over. Unfortunately, you're teaching 11-year-olds how to audit, and your nemesis, Aaron Smith Levin, was reading how to learn to audit, because that is the base part of your club. There isn't another way to describe it. So do you guys really think that using children will help you thrive or help you go somewhere with the world? It won't, because children are not adults in children's bodies, because it's impossible, because scientifically it's impossible. There isn't any room to be an adult in your brain. How can you be one? That's a cop-out, so you don't have to take care of your children and spend all that money, or you can spend it all on Scientology, because that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be spend all your money there and not spend money on your family, even though they should be more important than this club. So maybe you would understand why your children don't necessarily like you or don't stay in the org, because of the way you treated them. There's another author who talks about what happened when she was younger, and they were renovating the ranch, and the things they happened to her were weird, because you don't put children on basically rock quarry duty and not hydrate them correctly and take care of them, so they don't have this twisted vision of themselves, how they're not making their parents proud of them at 6. That's weird. That should be just like my tag right now instead of freaks. That's weird. And for somebody like me saying that's weirder than weird, because I shouldn't have to tell them, because I'm technically the weirdo. But in San Francisco, I'm normal and they're weird. So, yeah, what do you have the children do nowadays since it's all free labor? You know, hopefully you don't have them working in a coal mine somewhere, and the teenagers hopefully are at least having some kind of socialization. Well, since all of them probably go to public schools now, because private schools are very expensive. Probably not for a lot of the people here, because it seems like you guys have more whales than normal. Just by the cars alone. There's that beautiful silver Mercedes Jeep that's easily $150,000, and that's expensive for even here, even with our so totally stupid cost of living. So, what are they doing? They all look older, so it's their grandchildren they're trying to get in, and nobody ever listens to your grandparents. Think about that one, especially if their parents have hiked and don't let their children go to grandma and grandpa very much. So it's probably not a good looker if you want to get them for the weekend and then you bring them here because, Scientology needs more people. Of course they need more people. This makes no sense. It's like having to pay for enlightenment and not being compassionate to your fellow man. It doesn't work that way. This world is screwed up as it is, and you guys are just adding to it. You can become what you want if you actually had compassion for people. There should be enough money there, seriously, with all the buildings, all the real estate that's all over the world, and the money that's parked somewhere for Scientology International. So it's like, how much money do you really freaking need? It's a weird question, but you guys seem to want to be up there with say people who can literally burn money, but of course you guys don't know that because there's never ever anything put out about financials in the head org or in the mothership. So it's like very weird that you don't do anything with your money. A religion is defined as doing charity outside of your club. That way you invite people in. It was originally made in the Middle Ages for having armies, so that they would have armies to support and defend their religion, the religion practices, or what they believed in. So since you guys don't do any work on the charity on the outside, and renting to charities is not doing charities, and from everything that everybody has said, more rumor ahead of this, where I guess it would be easy considering him ghosting his employees. I guess it would be easy to just disregard children and the elderly. Paying for enlightenment brings Davy's delightment. I wish. So yes, what does Davy do when he's not making no appearances? Since the last time he was even interviewed was in the 80s or early 90s. The one and only interview, I guess they call it. What does he do otherwise? I mean, we haven't seen anything lately because, in our network there are people who are assisting us that are in Scientology, and there might be ones up far enough who are helping, and God knows how many 3-letter acronyms are researching you guys to find out what they can find out, because your age of IRS is past at least one generation. So there's a new generation who doesn't have the same fears, and we don't have, we don't have hate against fetishism. You can do things that are of the quote-unquote norm now, and nobody's going to get in trouble for it. So what do you do then if you don't have your blackmail? Because Generation Alpha, Z, and the millennials have a completely different outlook on this world than us Gen Xers and above. So they don't think of things that need to be blackmailed for them because everything's on their YouTube channel. Haven't you figured that one out? Anyway, so I'll be here again tomorrow. FYI, since probably won't come out until I move. I would love to stay here all day, but it really gets slightly boring talking to closed doors and curtain shears and things like that. So I don't know, guys. You should try to help yourself before you give all your money away or what you can afford. So, because remember, the person next to you is not giving the same amount you are, because they may not be able to afford it, or they may be able to afford more. So all of you guys are on a sliding scale. So I'm surprised it has not pit each other against each other, because you're not paying the same thing. So just another, little bird in your ear telling you that you're belonging to something that's not very progressive. And relying on your progression or lack of progression is not something to be proud of. So until tomorrow. So yes, my little clouds, I am done for the day. And I might be getting back into the swing of things again. Maybe I should just watch Sins of Scientology all night, because I don't feel like I have any research being done. So Carrie Ann's still on. Oh my God. You guys win. I'm Jelly. Okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao, Bellas.